Just before 8 p.m. on Monday, the blasts of about 12 shots echoed into the distance on Kraal Road. When the gunfire subsided, a woman had been hit multiple times. 50-year-old Kathia Williams, a resident of Benbow Street, at its intersection with Kraal Road, was injured to the chest and abdomen by a gunman who approached her and unleashed a barrage of bullets in her direction.
I was planning a camp for at-risk youths right around that neighborhood. And while I was planning that baseball softball camp, I was called by my sister that my mother was shot. It didn't register. I didn't panic or anything because I really couldn't understand how you mean who would shot. So I came to the hospital, and when I got there, all my family, my relatives were there crying. My first thing I had to make sure is that she wasn't dead. The fact that I learned that she wasn't dead, that was a relief.
Miss K, as she is affectionately known, is well respected in the area, as there is where she lived for years, and it is the family's home. It is believed that the gunman's target was a group of men who were socializing in front of Williams's property about 20 minutes earlier.
My mother was out in the yard relaxing, getting some breeze like she normally does around that time in the evening. Just before the incident happened, she chased some of the young boys who were hanging out in front of the yard, basically saying this house is not bulletproof, so this is not a hangout base, so she chased them. So about 20 minutes after that, she started hearing shots. Noticed someone was just firing in towards the house, and she got shot twice, once to the left side of the chest and once to the abdomen. Fortunately, the shot to the left side of her chest didn't really enter into the body. It went straight through the breast, so it was an entrance and exit. But the shot to the abdomen damaged her small intestine and her ovary, so the medical team had to do an emergency surgery to repair the small intestine and had to remove the ovary.
Kathia Williams is now in a critical but stable condition inside the intensive care unit of the K.H.M.H.
She's expected to recover from the injuries, but right now the problem is she have an issue with her leg because the shot to the abdomen seemed to have damaged her leg. I think the bullet ricocheted and it's lodged in the right leg, so right now she has difficulty with that leg, but being injured is better than being dead.
Shane says that as a family, they are dealing with the trauma, but also want to ensure that there is no flare-up of violence in the area, which for some time has been relatively quiet.
That is our home. We will never leave from that area. The one thing that I am focused on is her recovery, my sister's recovery, and the grandkids. Hope that this trauma doesn't last. The second thing is to make sure that our relatives and friends in the neighborhood don't retaliate, ensure that there's no retaliation or escalation of violence in the area, because it is our home and we cannot have this turn into a war zone like it has been once in the past. It has been much, much better in recent times, and we hope that some way we can ensure that the peace continues.
News 5 has been reliably informed that a resident of Belize Street has been detained pending further investigation. Duane, Moody for News 5.